Hey friends, have you ever felt like you were just going through the motions of life? I know I have. While sitting at the dinner table the other night, my wife and I just started discussing all of our weekend plans. My honey-do list kept growing larger and larger, and my eyes kept getting bigger and bigger. But after a while, I jokingly started staring off into space with a weird and confused look on my face, but kept nodding my head in agreement as she spoke. In the middle of my shenanigans, one of my daughters called me out and said, "Daddy, you're shaking your head like you're listening to Mommy, but I don't think you're really listening." She was so in tune with what was going on that she quickly saw that I was just going through the motions, but not actually listening. Now, I was just joking at the time, but what would a relationship look like if we just went through the motions all the time? It probably wouldn't look that great. So let me ask you this. How would you rate your own relationship with the Lord? Are you going through the motions, or are you earnestly seeking Him for daily guidance and provision for your life? Unfortunately, all of us can all too easily fall into the trap of going through the Christian motions of faith. However, we can't afford to go through the motions when it comes to our Christian walk. Jeremiah 29:13 says, "You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart." Contrary to this verse is the fact that in most cases, we want to give as little energy as possible and still get the best results. We want to read a few verses of the Bible, go to church maybe once or twice a month, and if we're feeling really spiritual, maybe we make it to life group and hopefully appease the Christian conscience in our lives. However, if we do these things as a checklist rather than earnestly seeking God's direction and power in our lives, we are just going through the motions. God calls us to seek Him first and with all of our hearts. When we do, we receive the greatest gift God has ever given us, Himself. He says, "When you seek me with your whole heart, you will find me." If you need more of Jesus in your life, all you have to do is ask. Stop going through the motions. Now ask yourself, am I going through the motions, or am I genuinely and earnestly seeking God with my whole heart? It is never too late to stop going through the motions and seek Him with a newfound passion and purpose. God is never too far off. You may be in a rough place right now, but if from there you seek the Lord your God, you will find Him if you seek Him with all of your heart and soul. Let's stop going through the motions and seek Him with everything we got.